Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel of GatheredPlans. I hope you're all doing well. I have this beautiful, beautiful kit called Strawberry Patch for this week's Plan With Me. It's from missandmeow. She is on break right now, so she will be coming back in just a couple of weeks. So definitely stay tuned and just check her out to see the details. I think she's posted something over on her Instagram as to like the exact date she plans to open the shop again. But I adore Miss and Meow kits. I think they are so easy and fun to work with. I don't know, they're just so good. I have nothing to really like criticize or anything to really say because I feel like every single time I plan with her kit, I feel super confident in how my spread is going to turn out, and I have such a blast. Also, I just think her cute little recipe kits like this. She had one for like peach. I think she did. And then she just came out with a holiday one for gingerbread, and then she had like pumpkins. Like it's just the cutest thing, whether it be like apple pie or a certain recipe. I think it's super adorable. Let me actually open up my planner here. What month is this? Oh, no surprise, but I did forget to put the month when I was planning this week. Since it was the first week of August, I went ahead and just used a hello like August script in the sidebar, and I thought that was a really cute way to mark the month instead of putting a month and then the hello month script, considering a lot has kind of happened this week, and I kind of wanted to mark everything. Like the first is Jace's birthday, so I wanted to mark that instead of putting like hello August. So I felt it was pretty appropriate to go ahead and just put that in the sidebar, considering it's introducing the new month and it was kind of acting as a month script as well. Okay, what was I gonna pull up my planner for? Okay, I really love how the date cover section turned out. I did something a little extra here, and Alicia of Sadie Stickers actually noticed it over on my Instagram. And what I did was actually cut out the pieces to fit into the coil. And let me just say, it was a lot of work, and people that have rings can do this a lot more seamlessly. But I really love the look of it just going into the like flush to the edge of the page, even into the coil, and it didn't even have to look perfect, or it doesn't have to be cut perfectly whatsoever, because I was pretty rough with it and I just got it done. And at the end of the day, I just wanted it to look like it was going into the coil to the edge of the page. But yeah, I love how this turned out. I know she recently did a reformat for her kits, so I'm interested to see the sizing of some of the journal pieces. And yeah, sorry, I haven't even had my coffee yet. I'm still trying to wake up here. Okay, I really adore that floral flourish in the sidebar. That's from a Pretty Pink Co freebie, and you'll see me later put the other side or put the other one on the bottom side of the sidebar. The date scripts are from Pretty Pink Co, and then I will also put some butterfly date dots from Sadie Stickers. I did have just a few left in gold, and conveniently they were actually the numbers I needed. So I really love how that turned out. And even though I don't think there are any butterflies in this, and butterflies are really more reminiscent of spring, I think. I felt like the colors were still very appropriate, and like the picnic, you think about like, butterflies and bees and stuff like that. So yeah, especially being out in nature. So I thought that was really cute. One thing I didn't really do that well, I don't think, was or looking back at it, what I would have changed is I did a lot of new things in this plan with me. You'll see shortly, and I'm obsessed with how it turned out. I kind of went out of my comfort zone, but I wish I did a few more things I did on the first half, also on the second half of the week. So I try to emphasize how that's really important to me to have a very balanced spread, and I kind of struggled, if I'm being honest. It didn't look the way I exactly wanted it to look on the second half, but yeah. And then I'm also still trying to like balance marking a lot of things on one day and one column, and other days are a little bit more boring, or I don't mark them as heavy and busy, so I think it kind of loses balance. So I try to be intentional, and also like I don't want to lift everything up all the time. For example, on Monday I felt like it was pretty well balanced, and I didn't overmark and over accent stuff. And then on Tuesday it seemed a little bit more crowded because of like the placement of the boxes, and um, you'll see shortly that I did something different where I've seen a lot of planners already do this in the community. By no means this is not something brand new or a new concept. I finally just decided to try it and not be afraid. I've seen Tay do this so many times, and she does it so beautifully, especially in her free form like dashboard pages and month sections. And I finally decided to go ahead and use the same kind of style in my weekly, where I would put a box that would flow into like a box or florals that will flow into another column and not necessarily cut it flush to the edge of that column I'm working in. And I really like the look that it gives. I think it definitely makes it look unique and cohesive, and looks more like journaling and scrapbooking than it does like your traditional plan in your columns, like a traditional plan with me sticker spread. Um, but yeah, I think I actually don't even know it's considered new or anymore, because I feel like everyone is so creative in this community and I see so many unique different things that I almost like don't know what is going on sometimes. It's just for me it's gotten a little bit overwhelming too. Like I can totally feel it where I know a lot of people say there's so many trends or so many new things are going on and so many new stickers, and I think we're kind of at a point now where everything and anything can be like popular or trending or beautiful. As long as you make it your own, I think is the key, right? Like as long as you make it fit your style and you make it work for you is what I think is like the secret ingredient of making a spread beautiful. I have tried, and I say this from like experience, I've tried to like force myself into a specific style or into a specific trend, and I'm just like, this just isn't for me. And I felt like it was more of a job and I was forcing myself to do it, and it didn't come out the way I liked it to, and it made me even more like upset and insecure about um like my spread and how it turned out. And I feel like as long as you do what works for you, like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? Like do what makes you happy, and as long as you think it's beautiful, I'm sure other people think it's beautiful. Like just do it, you know? And I think I'm kind of trying to remind myself and give myself grace. I think I've talked about this before, or maybe I haven't. I know I've talked to some of my close planner friends about it, but sometimes I feel like I'm not being as innovative as I used to be when I first started my YouTube channel. Um, like, whenever like mandalas and garlands and like the layering of scallops, all those things were like coming out and super new and trending. And then I feel like lately I've kind of been in this like I just feel like I'm kind of, I don't know, I feel like I'm a little bit stuck. Like I don't know if I'm really doing anything creative or unique or different, and I kind of get in my own head sometimes where I'm overwhelmed by everything that's out there. So I feel like I either need to be innovative and continue to be innovative since I do make YouTube videos. I don't like the word influencer at all, but I understand like that's kind of what people are, for doing things like this. But the word just makes me cringe. I don't know. I'm a content creator. I much prefer that. But anyways, here's a little glimpse, by the way, of me making a reel for Instagram. I felt like that was kind of cute to keep that in, because that's the reality of doing this. I'm not just doing it for YouTube. I'm also taking photos, doing reels for Instagram, and taking additional photos to make like as my thumbnail. Like there's so much that goes on in the background of what we do as content creators, and it's a lot. So I thought that was a really cute clip to keep in the plan with me. I hope that you enjoyed that. But anyways, I went off on a tangent there. I hope you kind of know where I'm coming from, or maybe you can relate, even if it's one person that can relate with me. But I do sometimes feel like I get in my own head, and I'm very, I'm my own worst critic. I'm definitely hard on myself because I always want to be challenged and always want to do my best, and I want to be creative. But that's the thing about being in a creative role is, and I know this is true for like shop owners too, and anybody that designs or is in a creative industry, where I'm not saying I'm like in a creative industry where I design stuff like that. I'm not saying I do that whatsoever, but sometimes you kind of get in this rut of I'm not in the mood to be creative, or I feel like I'm, I'm stuck, or I feel like I'm not really being genuine and authentic in my creativity. And I think you can kind of get lost in that. So I know this for myself is I kind of get in this rut where I'm like, I don't feel like I'm being creative and I don't even want to plan, or I don't even want to touch my stickers because I feel like it's not going to turn out good. So definitely give yourself grace and breaks. That's what I had to do. And I'm also talking about this because I've had someone recently DM me and ask like how I'm still doing this after so many years, and how they would like what advice they'd give if they went ahead and did like a YouTube channel and stuff. And honestly, just continue to be true to yourself and don't change to fit any mold. Um, as long as you're happy and enjoying your craft, it's going to be okay. And I think that's the beauty of it. It's like not only is it going to be okay with you because you can truly feel like you're being honest with yourself at all times, but also I feel like your audience will be able to resonate and relate to you so much more. And I personally can truly feel if someone's being more authentic as like a content creator or quote unquote influencer. I feel like I really only follow very specific influencers just because I kind of sense that authenticity and I need that to feel like I can relate. And yeah, but anyways, I'm going off on a tangent here. On Monday, that's kind of what I wanted to mention, was marking how I use the boxes and the florals to flow into each column, or more than one column. Traditionally, I would trim that to the edge of the first column. Like for example, on Monday, I would normally have cut that to make that scallop doily circle from the Gathered Layers and Panda Bird Design collection flush to the edge. But I went ahead and just left it alone, and I was like, I actually really love how that looks. And here I am kind of doing the same thing where I'm flowing Tuesday into Wednesday, and I'm not going to cut this floral. I'm going to leave it. And I think it turns out so, so pretty. It really like draws your eyes to it a little bit more. And it really feels like it's more flowy than it is like, um, I don't know, like just dedicated to that column, if that makes any sense. So I love it. And also here, this is what I wish I did more on the second half was I'm going to do the same thing where I cut the circle into the column, or sorry, into the coil and edge of the page. I didn't do this at all on the left side, and that's probably because I'm used to going from like left to right, and I wasn't thinking about like, wait a second, I should probably also go from right to left, from the right page into the left part of the column, or the coil. Sorry, I keep saying column, but yeah, words are hard, you guys. Words are super hard. So yeah, and you'll probably see at the end, I feel like I just really went from left to right only and didn't consider having some stickers come into the coil from the right page. So it's fine. That's just the only thing I would honestly like criticize about what I did here. Um, anyways, so on Tuesday, what did I do? Let me grab my planner. Let's see. On Tuesday, I drove my little sister to a volunteer event, and I also watched the documentary DB Cooper, Where Are You? I thought that was pretty fascinating. Um, I had an appointment to get my sink fixed, and then we had dinner at our favorite Indian spot. I love this Indian spot so much. Um, and Greg is so sweet. He tried to make the curry that I really, really liked from this place, and he tried to make it from scratch at home, but it ended up kind of just tasting like tikka masala, which let me tell you, Greg's tikka masala is pretty on point. He does a phenomenal job. Greg is a great cook. I'm so thankful to have somebody, a partner that is very, very good at cooking. So I can kind of like sit back and just like enjoy it and know I'm gonna have some good food. It's nice. It's definitely a beautiful thing to have. Okay, so on Wednesday, this was actually the week Greg went to Estonia. He was there for a work trip, and he left on Wednesday morning. I took some photos for Ray and Tay, had cardio or did cardio, and then I had therapy on Wednesday night. So on Thursday, this has just been a big week. Like it was Jace's birthday. I was like a chauffeur for my sister to and from volunteer events. Greg went to Estonia. I did a lot of Ray and Tay like photography stuff. We had our fence installed at our house. Like it was just a pretty busy week. Not like not busy where like I feel like I was always doing stuff, but there was just a lot going on. So like in my mind, I felt like everything was really busy. And also doing a lot of stuff like without Greg home is a lot more challenging because I have to really keep up with a lot of stuff more than having like the help of a partner, you know? So Thursday, fence installed. It was a 2-day job, so they came back on Friday to finish that. I just didn't mark it. I had lunch with I had lunch with one of my close friends at a really cute cafe in the city, and I love the Lauren is so right. Every time she marks like lunch or brunch or something, she will use like that sandwich from Crafts by Towie, and it's so adorable. To this day, it still looks like a boat. Like in the cutest way, of course. Like, if I could say that, I don't know, but it's just super adorable. It just looks like a boat with a little flag, you know, that you would stick in it. I think someone else commented in my haul that they can see it too. Sorry, my alarm is probably gonna go off. And yeah, so what happened? Let's see. Lunch with my best friend. I picked up a monitor from the office in the city. That's probably why we grabbed lunch, was because it was I was already in the office, or already in the city to go do some stuff for work. And then I FaceTimed Greg. So that's kind of like weird to like FaceTime him because I'm not used to like the distance like that. Our first 3 to 4 years of our relationship, we've been together for 6 years, but our first 3 to 4 years, he was always traveling for work. Like he was going overseas a lot, um, and just busy. And I just never like it would be for weeks to months at a time. So we were used to Skyping like when we first met when I was in college, like Skyping. I can't believe like I'm saying that word, but I've not used Skype in a long time, but Skyping was a big thing, right? Back in my day. And I'm just kidding. um but yeah, I just found it kind of interesting to FaceTime him because like I never really have to. So it's just kind of like weird. And I personally don't FaceTime. Let me know in the comments below. I'm always interested. Do you like to FaceTime people a lot? Or are you more of a texter or talk on the phone or FaceTimer or all of them? Personally, I much prefer to text. I don't really care to text, honestly. Like I feel like texting is still like tedious and like still work. And I'm saying it in quotations. Um, but if I could really like I really enjoy talking more on the phone, but I feel like I've had to kind of give up on that because I don't think a lot of people like talking on the phone anymore. But if I did have to choose, I much prefer the voice memos. I think they're the best thing in the entire world. There's my head. I love voice memos. I think they're great. um, because texting is so annoying to me. I feel like I always misspell stuff. Autocorrect is so rude. So rude. And sometimes if you misspell something so much, autocorrect just makes it incorrect because it's like, listen, girl, you misspell this all the time. Like, for example, I just remember this because it was recent. When I text Alicia, when I spell right, like RIGHT, my autocorrect has been putting RIHHT, and I'm like, okay, fine, it's fine, and it just has been doing that because it's so used to it, and I'm just like, first of all, you're so rude. You didn't need to do that. All right, so I quickly had to hop on a meeting. I forgot what I was last talking about. I think probably autocorrect. But yeah, I really love how this spread turned out. It's really pretty. I tried to keep the same like style and flow of the florals and shapes into different columns throughout the entire spread. And I also pulled in a lot of gathered layers and Panda Bird design stickers. I think they are so pretty and match this vibe really, really well, especially the doilies. It's just so perfect with the picnic theme. It just looks super cute. All right, on Saturday I slept in, which was glorious. I love to mark that because I don't always get to do that on weekends because I can't turn my brain off and I naturally wake up earlier. One of my best friends came to visit me and we just chatted and hung out. I really tried my best to pull in a lot of the icons that came with this kit. That way it looked more cohesive. And I did an arm workout, took Jace on a walk, and then grabbed sushi with my little sister. So I was just trying to like fill my time because this was the week that Greg was gone, and spending time with friends and family was really nice because although I enjoy my alone time, I think it can be super lonely if it's like for too long. So having people around definitely makes that a lot easier. Did a lot of laundry on Sundays. Sundays are usually like my big laundry days. Made chocolate pancakes and I painted my friend's nails, or did my friend's nails, and then I just did some reading. So my sister and I have been in the month of not October, it's not even October yet. In the month of August, we actually did a lot of reading, which was really cute. My sister is so sweet. She's like, hey, let's just like get together and do like 30 minutes to an hour of reading every day. It's just kind of nice to spend time with her and to get some reading done. So here are the leftover stickers, and here's a Viv Wiggle. As you can see, I really did most of the coil work or stickering on the left side of the spread. I think it would have looked a lot more cohesive had I done that on the right side as well. But it's okay. Nevertheless, I really love how this turned out, and these colors are so beautiful. Some of my favorite florals, and I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.